The elected mayor and council have issues with Chief Feasting. The meeting should have taken place and the issue should have been worked out.
People in Effingham came to the police chief's defense tonight after recent controversy put his employment into question. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. This meeting comes not long after 25 out of 26 officers cast a no-confidence vote regarding Chief Jeff Feasting. His reappointment was left off of the city council agenda tonight, and a lot of people are skeptical about the timing of all of this. WCIA 3's Jennifer Jensen is in our newsroom. So Jennifer, you talked with the mayor about this tonight. What they have to say?
Jessica, I did. When I asked the mayor if he planned to reappoint Chief Feasting, he told me he won't talk about personnel matters, and he also wouldn't say when council plans to make a decision. But there were some people who showed up at the council meeting with plenty to say about this.
The new mayor of Effingham and 3 council members were sworn into office Tuesday night, but one city official's seat was empty. Police Chief Jeff Feasting wasn't at the meeting. Controversy within the police department has caused a frenzy of questions. Former Effingham Deputy Police Chief Danny Lake didn't hesitate to bring that up before the newly appointed council.
But my main question I have, and it probably won't be answered by this council or new mayor, is why are we firing the most qualified person for this position?
The mayor hasn't publicly said if he plans to replace the chief, but this issue came up because in April, 25 out of 26 patrol officers and telecommunicators passed a no-confidence vote against Chief Feasting. They claimed it's because of contract problems and a hostile workplace. I spoke to Chief Feasting on the phone before the council meeting. He disputed the accusations, saying he has a good relationship with the officers. Everybody is treated fairly, and these votes are more about politics than performance. Chief Feasting believes this is a union tactic to strategize contract negotiations. The department is in the middle of that right now, but the timing of this delayed reappointment has some wondering if council plans to fire him.
At first, I questioned the motives of the newly elected mayor and the council on the decision, and then I heard the police union was backing the newly elected mayor and the council to not reappoint Chief Feasting.
After 24 years on the police force, Lake retired on Monday and told me it's because he wanted to avoid the fallout of what could potentially happen within the police department because of this.
If the union thought Chief Feasting was inadequate or not fit for the position, why was the vote not performed earlier, like a year ago? Or was it to take the heat off the newly elected mayor and council and put it onto the unions?
Lake ended his speech to council in praise of his former coworker.
I have never worked with a more dedicated chief. His main goal was to protect the citizens of Effingham.
One other person spoke up, asking the newly appointed council to carefully consider their decision before moving forward.
I hope the commissioners, the new commissioners, will at least work with Chief Feasting for a minimum of 1 year to observe what he's doing before any decisions are made about removing him.
There will be a special meeting next Monday to talk about the citywide personnel appointment ordinance. We'll let you know what comes out of that. In the newsroom, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Certainly not the end of all this. All right, Jennifer, thank you.